Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time it is, wherever you find me. I am Jenna Ross from Spiritually Savage Mindset Strategy Coaching. I am a psychic channeler, medium, card reader, spiritual coach, spiritual guide, whatever it is you want to call me. I help people to learn to listen to their soul and find their soul's purpose and to live out their purpose without question, without doubt, and without hesitation. I want to talk about manifesting today because I keep getting a bunch of questions about manifesting and how you manifest. And oh my God, did I just manifest that? If I did, how did I do it? How do I keep doing it? Was that something I pulled off on my own? So I think there's a lot of confusion about what manifesting is. And if you're watching this, I am grateful that you are here. Please subscribe and like and comment and tell me some other things that you'd like to talk about. I am super, super appreciative of all the feedback. And if you are looking for a private reading or if you need spiritual guidance, please hit my scheduler below and I'd love to help you with that. So now we got all that business out of the way. I do help other people learn how to manifest. And one of the things that people don't understand is the universe is not like a genie. Excuse me. The universe does not care about your list of wants. A lot of people manifest, and the way that they manifest is and some people do it on the new moon or on the full moon. You can manifest anytime you want, but a lot of people write their intentions for the month or for the next couple of months on the new moon, and then they put them under crystals or put them under their pillow and they let those intentions, sit a little bit. And then on the full moon, they burn them and let them go out into the universe and let the smoke permeate. And then they take the ashes and you bury them. If that's your thing, and you needed instructions, that's how you do it. And I do that. I do that every month, but I do manifest on the spur of the moment. Your manifestations need not be something specific, like I want a new red car. I want a Corvette. I want this. These are goals. These are your physical goals that you want. And it's amazing to have goals. It's great to have a dream board. It's something to have something to look forward and shoot to. That's not manifesting. Okay? We manifest from our emotions. You should always manifest from desire, not desperation. When we get into this mode where all of a sudden we need something, we have a light bill and, oh my God, it's not going to get paid and my light is going to turn off. We're manifesting, oh my God, I need the money for the light bill. I need the money for the light bill. I need the money for the light bill. You're manifesting with your emotion. So when you put that out into the universe doesn't hear, I need money for the light bill. The universe feels that anxiety and goes, anxiety and distress. That's what they want more of. And it's drawn to you like a magnet because that's what you're putting out into the universe. You manifest with emotion. One of the things I tell people all the time is when you're doing something where you create an emotion that you want more of that emotion, push that out into the universe. So I was recently in Virginia, where I'm from, where my family lives. And some of you know, one of my spirit guides was somebody that I knew most of my life, and he passed away. I get a lot of questions about that too. Are your spirit guides people you knew? Are they ancestors? Are they people you don't know? The answer to that is yes. The universe can assign you people. Sometimes they are people that stay behind and guide you. And sometimes sometimes they're ancestors that you never knew, So the answer is yes. Anything and anybody can be your spirit guide. Depends on who the universe assigns to you and who has a soul contract for that kind of thing. So, my best friend for most of my life was killed when I was in college. And I had a spirit guide that was assigned to me. as a child. It was somebody who they thought was an invisible friend. It was my guide, and I talked to it most of my life. And then when my great-grandmother, who was my mentor until I was 12 when she passed away, she showed up as a spirit guide later on. And then I had 2 spirit guides. And then when my best friend was killed, a few weeks after he was killed, he showed up as a guide also. And so even though I don't have him in physical, I've always had him in as a spiritual guide, and it's been amazing to still be able to share things with him. So in my going home this weekend, or last week or whatever, I was with somebody and having brunch, and my plans had been last minute, and I always know that there's a reason for that. And I ran into somebody who was incredibly close to me and my friend who has passed on, who's now my guide. And I remember when I left there, I was very teary and very appreciative of running into this person because I hadn't seen them in years. And I remember how amazing I felt, and I stopped right there in the car, and I thought, more of this. This is exactly what I want. And I pushed it out into the universe, and I said, that feeling of being at home, that feeling of connecting, that feeling of, nostalgia and reminiscing, and just seeing who people are now and how you've impacted them. And when I pulled up to my mom's house, one of my other family friends was there, and he has completely changed his life. And I'm so, so very proud of him. And he's a totally different man than he was when we were growing up. And he's the person I always knew he could be. And after I saw him and hugged him and reconnected with him, I thought, yes, that literally happened just because I pushed that out into the universe and said, this is more of what I want. And so I just used that emotion the whole week and pushed it out, and was able to see and connect with some people who I didn't even have on my radar to run into or to reconnect with. And it was amazing. We sometimes wait until we're underwater and everything is shitty, and then we want to learn how to manifest all of a sudden. And it's hard to harness those emotions of enoughness, of self-love, of financial stability, of feeling safe, of feeling secure. If you're not used to building those things within yourself, it's hard to reach back when you're underwater and pull that emotion out and call it forth. So when you feel those emotions, push it out immediately and go, that's what I want more of. If you get a big check in the mail that was unexpected, sit and look at your bank account. Sit and look at the check and revel in that feeling of spiritual and financial wealth, and push that out and say, more of that. This is the abundance I've been wanting. This is the accomplishments I've been wanting. This is this, and push out that feeling. Because you need to manifest from desire, not from desperation. When you're pushing out fear emotions, you get more things that cause those fear emotions, because your emotions are like a magnet. It's your vibration. Your vibration is your address, so the universe knows where to deliver things. And if you keep shouting out my address, deliver fear, that's what you're going to get. If you keep shouting out my address, deliver doubt, that's what you're going to get. If you keep shouting out I'm broke and I'm never going to have financial stability, that's what you're going to keep getting. Also, we cannot think these things in our head and just expect the universe to read our minds. Everything is spoken into existence, okay? Your words are your spells. You are calling forth what you need. And you need to be manifesting amazingness, abundance. We keep talking, on my Facebook group and on my Facebook, we talk about, being positive and stuff like that. And you don't understand that it can't be fake. Okay, when you're bragging about something and wanting it, or when you're feigning humility, the universe knows if you're fake. Here's the thing. It doesn't speak from your words. It's the emotion that comes with your words. The universe hears the emotion. It is the magnet. It's not necessarily your words. It's the emotion that comes with your words. Haven't you ever said something and you didn't realize it touched you that deeply, but when you said the words, your voice cracked? The universe is drawn to that emotion. Emotion is what drives. Okay? You ever heard that saying? Facts tell, emotion sells. You're selling yourself to the universe and telling it exactly what you want by your emotions. It's why when you see people that are shitty and sad and down, they attract more of that because it's what they're telling the universe they want. You see somebody who's positive even when it's raining on them all the time, and it looks to them like you're like, all this shit is happening to them. Why are they so damn happy? It's because they don't see the things happening to them as shitty. I don't view anything as good or bad. So when a complicated situation comes up and people go, that's super shitty, I'm sorry that happened, I go, no, like this is exactly why this happened, and thank God it did, because it kept me from this other thing, or it opened the door for this other thing. I always am able to look at it as this was a piece of a puzzle, and why? Here's why. So it's all about your perspective and about the way you see things. Just because other people view them as things that they would not find desirable does not mean that they're not things that are meant for you. Another thing is when we manifest, sometimes we manifest and we try to make it so specific that we handicap the universe. I want this for my business. I want to make $10,000 a month for my business. The universe goes, what if I wanted you to make 50? Now you're making 10 and you're trapped there because you can't get past it and you can't understand why you can't manifest more money. You're trying to be specific. The universe wants us to attract abundance. I want to have more financial stability. I want to have an abundance of wealth. And when I say wealth, the universe understands wealth is not just money. Wealth is abundance. It's physical health. It's physical love, joy, peace, fulfillment, those kind of things. We so often look at wealth as money, but there are some other things that you need more than money, and the universe is aware of that. So we push what we want out. I want to feel this. One of the things I do, even when I do dream boards, is I do what I want to feel. Because I have done dream boards and I worked in businesses where I thought these were my goals. And I wanted to manifest those goals, but the way I was trying to manifest them is I want to do this amount of money this month. I want to serve this amount of clients this month. I want to do, and they were very specific. And the universe could have wanted to give me more than that. The universe also could have wanted to give me something better than that, but now I've handicapped myself because this is what I've asked for, and this is what the universe is trying to finagle how to give me because it's confused now. Why can't it just give me what it wants to give me? So I always say, do it open-ended. And if you're wanting something specific, like you need a place to stay, or you need a transportation or a car, then you say, I am in need of transportation. Give this to me. I need the universe to bring me a way to get to work. I need the universe to bring me a way that I can make a living. I need you to bring me, enough financial stability where I can be safe and so forth. But we also have to understand that it takes the universe some time to gather these things together. And some of the things that come up or that you'll have to deal with are to get things out of the way so that you can have what you want. We may want to cook dinner, but you can't cook dinner if you don't have dishes and pots and pans. They're in the sink. They need to be washed first. okay? Unless you're going to eat out. So you can't say, I want a great home-cooked meal, I want to be an amazing chef, and then go home and go, well, I can't cook dinner because of these dishes, you know, need to be washed. I don't have pans and things like that. There's some work on your part sometimes that has to happen in order for the universe to be able to manifest these things. And we can't go home and go, the universe didn't do the dishes for me. The universe didn't provide a cleaning fairy all of a sudden so that when I got home, everything was just taken care of. The universe didn't provide somebody who just showed up on my doorstep and cooked me a home-cooked meal. We also need to understand that we can't shirk our responsibilities and just ask the universe to give us whatever we want. I don't want to go to work, but I want my bills to be paid. I don't want to, you know, get in the car, but I expect the groceries to show up, even though I'm not ordering them or trying to pay for them. We can ask sometimes that our needs be met, especially if we're in a financial situation where we can't do it. We say, Lord, or the universe, or God, or Bob, or Source, or whatever it is that you call your higher power. And we say, this is what I'm in need of. But we still state it as this is what I need, not out of desperation. We say, I trust that these needs are going to be met because I do not see a way to physically make them happen. If there is a way to physically make them happen, please show me the path and make it a way. Leave it open-ended and understand that if you notice the path, then that is the path. Sometimes we ask a question and don't want to hear the answer. Don't ask questions to the universe that you don't want answers to. I tell clients all the time, when you start manifesting, understand that some things are going to rain on you sometimes, and that's because you need to do some work. You need to wash some dishes before dinner can be made. So when you're on a spiritual journey, understand that it's work, and there's going to be work on your part. It's going to be the most difficult work you've ever had to do because you're going to have to look inside. And inside is a scary place to a lot of people. You know why? Because they've never looked inside. They have blamed it on everybody else. They've blamed it on circumstances. They've blamed it on people, partners, parents. They blamed it on shortcomings. They've blamed it on their own self. But the bottom line is, it is not your fault what happened to you always, but it is your responsibility. And when you're on a spiritual path, don't ever ask your soul to speak to you and then not listen to it, because it gets louder. When you invite your soul to speak, and if you haven't seen my video on inviting your soul to speak, you may want to check it out. It's the soul exercise video, and it's a soul exercise that I start every client with that wants to learn to hear their soul and not their brain and not overthinking without question. You never ask your soul to speak to you if you're not going to listen. It's not like asking a friend for advice and then not taking it. After a time, your friend will stop answering. Your soul is the same way. The problem is your soul will get louder and louder after a while. And then the universe will say that you started this ball rolling and everything will start to collapse. Because when you ask for soul direction and then you refuse to take it, the universe nudges you. Your soul will nudge you. And then if you don't listen, your soul will push you. And then if you don't listen, your soul will shove you. And then if you don't listen, the universe will remove all options. You can't stop what's meant to be. It's easier to just listen. And manifesting is the same exact way. You want to manifest things on your path, but you need to understand that the things that you manifest on your path with your emotions are not always things that you're going to find desirable, because sometimes we manifest lessons. When you're in victim mentality and you're in desperation and you're in negativity and you're in blame and shame, you manifest more of those things, because the universe realizes those are the things you need to call to you in order to work through what's inside. If you refuse to work through what's inside, then you just sit in it for your entire life, maybe. You know those people that just sit in it for their entire life. And the universe has come in and intervened and removed things from them, and they just sit in it further. Stop sitting in victimhood. Learn to manifest from desire and not from desperation, and you will start to get some things that are amazing in your life. When you start to change your perspective on the things that are showing up in your life and recognizing that we have way more control over those things, but not only just control over those things, but we have way more control over the way we respond to those things and the way that we view those things. The Hanged Man card, change your perspective. Change your perspective changes everything. Hanging upside down like it does in the Hanged Man, everything looks different from that angle. So let's learn to manifest and get the things that we want and need and be appreciative of them instead of bitching about it and bitching about how manifestation doesn't work and how it's not what people said it was. It's exactly what people said it was. The way that you're manifesting or what you're manifesting and the way that you don't understand how to manifest intentionally is what's causing the problem. So once we learn to be mindful of our reactions and our emotions and what we're putting out into the universe, we learn how to control these things and also to draw to us the things that we want. Okay? Let me know in the comments what you're manifesting. Let me know some of the things that you have manifested and good, good and bad to you. Things that made you comfortable and you were happy about. Things that made you uncomfortable that you learned lessons about. I'd love to hear about them. And we'll talk again tomorrow.